Hi Pisces, this is your general forecast for the month of August 2016. Thanks for joining me. And I am in Santa Monica, California. I am right near the beach. That's because my Pisces people, this is our home. I'm a Pisces moon and I feel so at home here in the ocean, near the ocean. Every month, Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio, the water signs, tend to show me the most love, so I am going to treat you guys to a beautiful, beautiful background this month. Now remember that this is a general forecast for anyone born under the sun, moon, or rising sign in the sign of Pisces. And if you just know that you were born in February or March and that your sun sign is Pisces, well, don't forget there's actually more to you astrologically, so it's great to look up your birth chart. And I have posted a link down below to where you can go do that. And if you don't understand your birth chart, I would love to do a reading for you and interpret it for you. So just shoot me an email, which is also in the description box. And I can tell you how to schedule and pay for a reading with myself that is more personally catered to you. All right? Well, now on to your general forecast for August. All right, Pisces, so your biggest focuses this month are going to be on your work, your health, working environment that you work in, the daily regimes that you have to take care of yourself and to take care of your environment. And then it shifts to relationships. Big time relationship energy going on for you. So the energy of Leo still continues this month as far as the sun through the 22nd of August. And this is in your 6th house. So this is really highlighting and shining a light on your health. Okay, so my Pisces people, you can be seeing areas a little bit more clearer before, to where you see how you need to take care of yourself a little bit better. Now, just speaking about the general energy of Pisces, we are ruled by Neptune. Neptune is one of the furthermost outer planets, okay? So we're a little bit out there. We're a little bit spacey. We're not always in touch with the earthly realm, planet Earth, and that includes our physical bodies. A lot of times we walk around, we're in our own heads a lot, in our own worlds, daydreaming, and we don't always pay full attention to our physical body. So when the sun is in our 6th house in the sign of Leo, we're going to be seeing things a lot more about how, if we've been neglecting our bodies in any way, if we've been not really taking care of ourselves, it's going to really come to light. So this is a great time to start a new health regime, maybe a new exercise routine, maybe get a new gym membership. Ooh, that water's cold, but it's nice. Get a gym membership finally, or start going back to the gym if you used to go. Start a new diet, maybe. Maybe just start making those doctor's appointments around this time is really good, to just check everything out. Make sure that your body is in working order, because don't forget, Pisces, you are a physical being. Now, this is also the energy of your work environment. So Pisces, if you are looking for a job when the sun is in your 6th house, this will definitely highlight that for you. Wherever the sun transits can also highlight you and how you are seen and what area of life you're seen a lot more. So if it's in the 6th house of the work environment, you could be seen in the workforce if you're looking for a job a lot more better, like be a shining star when you're applying for those jobs. Now, speaking of jobs and job opportunities, on the 2nd of August, we have a new moon in Leo in your 6th house. Wherever new moons happen, there's a new beginning in your life. It's the birth of something brand new, and this can mean something old has to go away in order to welcome in the new. So maybe some of my Pisces start out the month with leaving a job, but this is only to bring in opportunity and clear away the old that's no longer necessary, no longer works for you as far as a job, and get a new job. Maybe, you know, that can definitely happen. Maybe someone new comes into your work environment. Maybe you get a new manager. The 6th house isn't the energy of necessarily like bosses, like you know, the CEO or the top dog boss, but it's the energy of managing. People who manage like the little things that you do all the time in detail. So this can mean managers. So maybe you get a new manager, maybe you get new coworkers, maybe you change departments. There's just something new that's definitely going to be brought to life when it comes to your work environment. But also remember, this is health too. So this is a great time to detox around a new moon. Maybe do a cleanse or some sort of like juicing diet or something to do a reset on your physical body to feel good. So the energy will start shifting into the sign of Virgo, and this is in your 7th house of relationships. Pisces, We're finishing out this month with Jupiter still being in the 7th house, moving forward, giving us opportunity to expand when it comes to relationships. This can mean finding a new one. I mean, you know, simply you have a lot of prospects that come along, but not necessarily something serious develops from it. But when the other planets, the more closer to Earth planets come into your 7th house of relationships, it can bring a new relationship to you, or it can bring new life into the one that you already have. So Venus is in the sign of Virgo this month in your 7th house all month until the 30th. Okay, so Venus in the 7th house is the time to take advantage of wanting to meet somebody, wanting to develop a relationship. When Venus is in the 7th house, you can just be a little more popular with people. People could be seeing you like, oh, you are such a charming person, Pisces. You could be a little bit more into like beauty and fixing yourself up. And oh my gosh, this band is loud. I hope you guys can still hear me, but Pisces loves music, so I hope you guys don't mind. But anyway, yeah, you can just be more popular at this time. Maybe if you're not into relationships or trying to develop one, you can just be really popular amongst your friends, your girlfriends, you know, going shopping, hanging out. Or if you're a guy, you can attract more female attention to you, whether or not you're looking or trying to get that attention, you know, it can surely come to you. But yes, Venus in the 7th house, if you are already in a relationship, this can bring a resurgence of beautiful energy to your relationship, to where you guys can really bond again, have fun, you know, look at each other like, oh, my partner's so awesome. It's an energy that really helps you to really get along a lot better too, because Venus loves peace and love and happiness. Venus is like a little bit of a hippie, okay? She's gonna sprinkle a little bit of that hippie fairy dust, you know, into your relationship life. And if you guys had any issues or any fights that were going on previously, Venus there will help you guys to smooth things out and get along a lot better and enjoy each other's company. Mercury is in Virgo in your 7th house this month, and Mercury is all about communication. It's all about communication, okay? So this is definitely a boost of energy to communicate a lot better within your relationships. If you're not in a serious relationship, this can simply mean just communicating with a lot more people, a lot more prospective relationship partners. So this is a time where you can maybe meet a lot of like dating partners on social media. You can meet people on like those online dating apps or whatever if you're interested in that. But this can even mean just meeting a lot of people in person and just talking to them, just talking to a lot of people. Now the 7th house is also the energy of business partnerships. So if you're trying to partner and collaborate with somebody on something, especially something creative, because the 7th house is an energy that is similar to Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is going to be in your 7th house too. So collaborating on creative projects, Pisces, you're already a very creative energy, so this is an excellent time to take advantage of the energy in that way if you're trying to boost your business or any creative projects that you're involved in. So don't be shy, Pisces, just partner up with somebody and really come up with some cool stuff. So Mercury is going to go retrograde on the 30th of August, but Mercury goes into shadow period 2 weeks before that. That's on the 15th of August. So during the shadow period, this is when Mercury starts slowing down its regular forward orbit and it starts moving backwards, okay? But it slows down first and then it comes to a stop and a standstill. That means all the things that Mercury rules: communication, short distance travel, electronic devices, communication devices. Those things actually working properly starts to kind of slow down. And this is why people say that during Mercury retrograde, things go haywire, okay? Because Mercury's energy is not moving like it usually does. So in regards to communication in your relationships, definitely make sure that you guys are understanding each other clearly, okay? So make sure that those text messages go to the right people. Don't make sure that you don't accidentally like send something to someone that you're dating. Like, for example, one time, one of my Pisces friends a long time ago, she was meaning to text me something about a guy she was dating. It was like a secret that he told her, right? But she accidentally texted to him, not paying attention. And I don't know if Mercury was retrograde during that time, but let me tell you, it may have been, because the message went to the guy and he got upset about it. So these are things that can happen with Mercury retrograde in your 7th house. Just be very careful with messaging people, emailing people, talking to them in person. You may not be thinking as clearly. They might not be thinking as clearly. They might take things the wrong way that you said. So just make sure the communication is clear. And protect your communication devices. Make sure you put cases on them. Make sure you have insurance plans on them. And you'll be all right during this Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde in the 7th house can also bring back old partners from the past or old relationship issues from the past in an existing or old relationship. So what this means is Mercury retrograde is not out to get you, okay? It's not out to just make your life crazy and out of control. It's bringing things back up for a reason to be readdressed, okay, Pisces? So if you have old relationship issues that come up again, they're here again for you to resolve them because the first time around, maybe you didn't really thoroughly get them resolved. You know what I mean? So Mercury retrograde here, if it brings things up, it's a second chance. So everybody deserves a second chance. Well, not everybody, but you know what? Second chances are definitely going to be a theme for you guys during this Mercury retrograde. So remember, it goes retrograde on the 30th, but it slows down its orbit and starts moving backwards from the 15th of August on. Mars is moving forward finally, and starting August 2nd, it's in your 10th house of career. So Mars and Sagittarius in the 10th house. Now Mars is a very aggressive energy. It's a very go-getter energy. Wherever it transits, you're going to point your arrow at it, at whatever it is, that area of life, and you're going to go full force. This is in regards to career for my Pisces people. So especially because we have the 6th house highlighted. The 6th house of work is highlighted big time for us. New work opportunities. Mars, this whole month, being in Sag in our 10th house, is going to make us really go for those career goals even harder. Like really go hard, as they say, as the young folks say. So this can also cause, on a negative side, conflicts with authority figures, okay? Like if you're not in a position of authority, but you wish to be, you know, you can butt heads with people that are in charge, just being honest. So just be careful with that energy, but definitely going after those career goals is going to be something that you can do even more and even stronger now. So remember, August 2nd, Mars moves into your 10th house. Saturn goes direct in your 10th house on the 13th of August. Yes! Saturn was retrograde for quite some time, and in your 10th house of career, this could have meant that, sorry, I'm losing my voice yelling out here, but in your 10th house of career, this could have meant that authority figures may have been on your butt, Pisces, okay? They may have been on your butt. You may have had to go back over some things and work with your bosses on maybe career advancement opportunities. But once the energy moves forward with Saturn, you can really work with these bosses, these mentors, with help with moving forward with building your career, because Saturn, the energy of Saturn, is all about building, okay? And it's at home in the 10th house. Saturn rules the sign of Capricorn, which is the 10th house on the zodiac wheel. So with it being in the 10th sign from your ascendant or from your sign, this is a Capricorn building, you know, type of energy when it comes to career. So career advancements can definitely happen a lot more easier for my Pisces people now. And on the 24th, Mars and Saturn meet together in your 10th house of career. So Mars and Saturn together, like Saturn can slow Mars down. Mars just wants to go for the gusto, just full speed ahead, right? But when it meets Saturn, Saturn's like, hold up, Mars, slow your roll. Okay, you can't just like go full force, like just not even thinking, not even looking. You need to do things step by step. You need to make sure that the actions that you take are actually going to amount to something, okay? And be productive and not just be like charging and taking action just because, you know? So this can be a positive energy, even more positive energy towards building a new career or advancing in the current one that you are going after. All right, Pisces, so there's going to be a full moon eclipse on the 18th of August in the sign of Aquarius at 25 degrees Aquarius. And this is for Pisces, this is the 12th house. Now Pisces is the 12th sign on the zodiac wheel. So whenever there's activity going on in Aquarius, the 12 signs from us, that's our 12th house. That is like a home energy to Pisces. It's like a native energy for us that we're familiar with. Eclipses bring about changes that last up to 6 months. The 12th house is all about spirituality, relaxation, how you take care of your soul and your spirit. So with an eclipse there's definitely something that's going to be brought to the surface. It's also like unconscious thoughts. It's also very karmic energy. So an eclipse can bring something back from the past, you know, maybe an issue that you thought was gone away, that was buried away and long gone, can be brought back up again. And it's for you to address it, Pisces. And it's a healing time, okay? Eclipses can be healing as well. Now, Chiron is still in our sign, in the sign of Pisces. So Pisces in general, we have a lot of energy that's encouraging us to heal. And with an eclipse in the 12th house, this is more energy to encourage that. So remember, the effects last up to 6 months. It can be that my Pisces people need to learn a better balance between taking care of the body and taking care of the soul and the spirit and the unseen desires and unconscious things. Because like I mentioned in the beginning, we are very in tune with the outer world, okay? We're in tune with like our minds, our imagination, but not always in tune with our body. So we need to balance things out. Whenever there's a 12th and 6th house eclipse or significant planetary transit between both of them, because the sun is in our 6th, the eclipse, the full moon eclipse is in our 12th. So this is definitely, we need to balance out body and soul, you know, body and spirit, physical world and unseen world. So if my Pisces have any like addictions or any chemical dependencies or any emotional or mental issues, this is definitely a time to get those sorted out within the next 6 months. And this eclipse on the 18th is definitely going to bring those things to light and to the surface a lot more for us to see. I need to find a more quiet beach next time. All right, Pisces, so I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you guys to give a message of what is the most important thing that you guys need to know for this month. Now I'm going to pull one for the new moon and one for the full moon eclipse. So I'm going to go shuffle and I'll be right back with your cards. Enjoy the ocean view in the meanwhile. All right, Pisces, very quickly before the tides get too high and wash me and all my equipment away. The cards that I pulled for you for the new moon and full moon. Well, for the new moon, we got the Ace of Air. And aces are cards of new beginnings, okay? Because ace is like equivalent to number 1. So whatever you start that's new, it may be a challenge, especially because Mars is meeting Saturn this month, as I mentioned in the astrology for the month. Now remember, this can also mean like a new beginning, like in career or job, but it may not be that easy. If you see the tree trunk, it's like twisted. It's not completely straight. So there may be some kinks in the road. You know, there may be some twists in the road, in the pathway to success or whatever it is that you want to change about your career, your work. But if you notice, there's like little sprouts of growth of green along the tree trunk as well. So green definitely means growth. And like I said, this is an ace card, so definitely a new beginning. So if there are twists and turns and things that are unexpected that happens, don't fret, don't worry, do not give up, okay? I know that Saturn meeting Mars this month in our career area it may present some challenges that are unexpected and where we're going to be expected to really work hard. And it may be difficult, but we really have to keep going if we want to be successful and we want to make our mark in this world. For the eclipse, I got the King of Water card, and it actually has ocean water on it now. It represents a water sign like Pisces, and it's all about being charitable. So this is your card for the 12th house. Now, the 12th house is also a house of charity, okay? It's about compassion and being selfless, giving oneself away without thinking selfishly, you know, thinking, oh, well, I can't give this person money to help them out because I have my own things to do. No, you just give without even thinking. That's the energy of the 12th house. So with the King of Water there, and you also see his cape is purple. He's got a purple cape. Purple is an energy, it's a color that represents the crown chakra, and also it represents the sign of Pisces. The sign of Pisces represents crown chakra energy too. It's like the highest form of intuition. It's like thought without even having to think really hard. It's like thought that's not logical. It's thought that just comes to you. You just know things. That's crown chakra energy. And like I said, Pisces is one of the signs that are most associated with the crown chakra energy and the color purple. So because his cape is purple, this is definitely more of your Piscean energy naturally coming out with this full moon. So being charitable, being compassionate, helping people out. It also mentions on the card seeking out advice. See, my card has been ruined a little bit by the ocean water, but whatever. But it's also seeking out advice. So remember, the 12th house has to do with also like addictions, mental issues, unconscious, subconscious. It mentions seeking out advice. So if you have anything to overcome, Pisces, whether that is an addiction or a mental issue, this card tells you you really need to step up and seek out that advice and take it. And the King of Water here is happy. I mean, the look on his face is, you know, he's folding his arms, which to me, folded arms always represents like authority or like, yeah, I got this, like confidence. So once you get help for your issues, you can be a lot more confident in life if that's what this eclipse is highlighting for you. But yeah, definitely more charitable, more compassionate, more helpful, and getting help with any issue that you have that's emotional and mental, and balancing out the physical and the mental or emotional or subconscious spiritual part of your life. All right, Pisces, well, that was your forecast for August of 2016. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the beach scenery and my hair just like going wild all over the place. I hope I can still be heard because my equipment is like getting a little messed up from the ocean water, but I'm a Pisces moon. I love this place, this background. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to get your horoscopes from me every month. Also, don't forget that I give personalized readings, so shoot me an email and I can make that happen for you. All right, well, enjoy your month. I'll see you guys in September. Peace.